Well, today I'm doing great. I'm better now than I've been in a very long time, and I'm having a lovely weekend writing, spending time with family and filming an interview with you lovely people. There's lots of things I can't do. I'm not that great at driving as it goes, but you could call me a writer and a poet. But in all honesty, I'm just me, I'm just Joe. So my book, Healed by Creation, it's a poetry book, and all the poems are about healing from heartbreak, and it follows like a continuous journey and shows sort of how I fix myself up. It's called Healed by Creation because the real way in which I healed was by creating poetry and songs. By getting all these feelings out into words, it healed me and made me a better person than the person that's sat here today. I wrote it. I didn't intend to write it, it just happened because I needed to write. I was compelled to write to sort of get how I felt out onto paper. And I never thought I'd put it together into a book. And then I just needed to publish it to help other people. It was about last year when I posted a few poems on Instagram and someone messaged me to say that they identified with what I said. And that was really nice to me and it made me really happy, the fact that I could help them. And I just wanted to help more people and see if I could reach out and connect with more people around the planet. Well, I really think that I'm not afraid to go diving in deep and really go to my deepest and darkest thoughts and feelings. And I think showing that can help people know that it's okay not to be okay, and however you're feeling, that's okay. You can't excuse how you feel. And really, the other way in which it helps is because I wrote them in sort of like chronological order. I got my notebook and my phone and I went through. It shows how I'm improving and my mentality is changing towards how I feel about that person and in different events. Yeah, it can be very difficult, and I do get very worried about how people feel, toward how they think I'm feeling, but I think it's absolutely necessary, and I say this in the book. I'm not doing this to say, look at me, I'm hurting. It's not a cry for help. It's not me saying I need you. It's saying that look around you, look within yourself. We're all hurting. Look up, help each other and be kind, because that's really what's necessary. See, I live by the saying that you should only inspire yourself. You need to look inwardly for inspiration and you should judge yourself. There's people like Lady Gaga and there's my family that really sort of drive me to do what I do, but really you've got to find inspiration from within and then keep improving yourself and being a better person. Well, the cover photo for Healed by Creation was lovely. It's my friend who's a photographer, Bailey. He's really, really good and very, very talented. We were out doing a shoot outdoors, and really, I just went like this with my hands, and it sort of worked. We were expecting it to be a bit of a joke. We never thought it'd be used for anything, but I was looking through my photos, and although a heart normally symbolically represents love, I think in this instance, it represents the organ of the heart and how no matter what you go through, what you endure, your heart still beats and blood pumps around your body, no matter how you feel in the inside. Well, really, the best part of the race that's made me really happy. People have reached out from all around the planet. The first book that shipped actually shipped to Germany through Amazon, and I'm just so proud of how it's reached out to all these different people, and I've been tagged in photos. I've had lovely messages, and honestly, I've cried and I've laughed and I've smiled, and it's been the best thing in the world. Well, I've only been writing poetry for about a year. I've written fiction for a very, very long time, but it was only when I really had these deep emotions about myself, because before it was just fiction about other people, purely made up, but I wanted to look within, really. My favourite book of all time is Letters to a Young Poet by Rainer Maria Rilke, and it really is a collection of old letters from a famous poet to a young poet giving advice, and that's where I get the looking inwardly for criticism rather than outwardly from. It's just a lot of advice to listen to for artists. My book, if it was a song, would be Heal Me by Lady Gaga, and that's taken from the A Star Is Born soundtrack. That's an amazing film, and it really looks at codependency relationships and how to survive trauma within relationships, and I think there's lots of comparable themes between that song and my book. I've got two poems. I've got one that I wrote rather recently, and it's called Flutter. It's about anxiety, and flutter is in the flutter of a butterfly wings, and I think when a butterfly is on the windowsill because it's injured, all it can do is flutter its wings, it can't fly, and I feel that's how anxiety makes me feel. I can't go anywhere, but I can try, and it's just breaking through that. There's another poem that's in my book, and it's called Goggles, and I use it in a lot of the marketing, and it's a very metaphorical poem, and it's about how when I was on holiday, I was too scared to throw some broken goggles away, and I compare that to how relationship, it might have been broken, and I was just too scared to throw it away. Well, my ultimate goal is to make a difference. I could sit here and tell you I want to do this, I want to do that, but really I think about creating art isn't about how you change you, it's about how you change other people. What I hate more than anything else is people asking me where I'm going to be in 10 years' time, because I honestly don't have a clue, but all I know is as long as there's a camera sitting over there, I'm going to be good. Family. Family is what I love more than anything else. It's so important to me, and it's a great driving force, and it shaped my mentality towards creating and working hard. Working on so many projects at once. I'm currently writing a novel, and it's called Osif. It's a historical fiction fantasy novel. About halfway through, and I'm sure you'll hear a lot about that very soon. But a project you can really look at now is called Legion, and every week I'm going to be posting a new part free online on Wattpad. You can read that. It's only 500 words a week, and I really hope you enjoy it. It's a superhero story, so it could be fun to read. Hi, thanks for watching. My name's Joe Holmes, and I hope you really enjoyed listening to me talk for an extended period of time. Also, my book, Healed by Creation, it's a poetry book. Well, it's been out now for a little while, and you can go to my website or Amazon and buy it right now. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you.